Yes, we are talking about Jackie Chan, the guy who makes jumping off buildings look fun. This man has spent his career dodging death in ways most of us cannot even imagine. He has broken nearly every bone in his body, suffered burns, he came terrifyingly close to paralysis, and faced countless near-death experiences. Jackie's love for authentic stunts has left him a little battered, bruised, and, dare we say, legendary. Let's take a closer look at some of the wildest, most jaw-dropping stunts that pushed Jackie to his limits and beyond. Do you remember this scene from Project A? Here, Jackie is hanging 60 feet above the ground from a clock tower, holding on for dear life, and then he let go. Now, the plan was that he would free fall onto the awnings that would have cushioned his fall, but they didn't. He landed awkwardly, injuring his neck, breaking his nose, and shattering his fingers. When the audience watched this scene in cinemas, they were both impressed and terrified. But what they did not know is that Jackie actually did the stunt twice because he was not happy with the first take. Who does that? Apparently, Jackie Chan does. Then came the shooting of the Police Story. Sliding down a pole in a shopping mall might sound fun, unless that pole is covered in live wires and surrounded by exploding lights. Jackie, being the adrenaline junkie he is, decided to slide down it anyway. As a result, he suffered severe burns, electrical shocks, and a fractured vertebrae. And let's not forget that he smashed through a pane of glass at the bottom. This stunt might have thrilled fans, but while he did pull it off, his body paid the price. Then came a movie that could have ended Jackie's career, or worse. While filming a simple scene in his 1986 movie Armor of God, Jackie had to jump from a tree. While this shot is perfect, during filming, he slipped and crashed through multiple branches before hitting the ground. The impact fractured his skull, and not just fractured, a piece of his skull actually cracked and shot up into his brain, and then blood started pouring out of his ears. Jackie was taken to a hospital immediately. The worst part was that because a piece of his skull was missing, doctors had to insert a plastic plug into his head to replace the shattered bone. He even had brain bleeding and a temporary hearing loss. Due to this near-death experience, Jackie still has a hole in his head, and yet he kept going. Then came Police Story 2 in 1988. Jumping through glass might feel like standard Jackie Chan stuff to you, but during the famous bus chase scene in this movie, not all the glass panes were fake. Jackie miscalculated his jump and ended up smashing through real glass. As a result, he had deep cuts and bled a lot. Now, if Quentin Tarantino calls a stunt the greatest ever filmed, you know it was something special. In Police Story 3, Jackie was hanging from a metal pole when a helicopter flew towards him. The scene is a masterpiece of chaos, but it didn't come without consequences. The helicopter clipped him, leaving Jackie with a torn shoulder muscle and a broken cheekbone. He was in so much pain that the team had to rescue him from the pole. Now, apparently, he was supposed to move out of the way when the helicopter crossed him, but he miscalculated his moves. While this injury was an accident, the next one came from his own decision. During the filming of Drunken Master 2, there's a scene where Jackie Chan fights near a pile of coal. Burning coal. All was going well until fans saw Jackie falling into that exact bed of burning coal. It was an epic scene, but just for the movie. In real life, he had severe burns on his hands and arms. If you go rewatch the scene, you can feel the heat and the pain when you know this is not CGI. And the shocking part is that this is just one of the instances where he burned himself during filming. But one of the most heart-stopping moments in Jackie Chan's career happened during the filming of Crime Story. Jackie was performing a stunt involving two cars. It was a typical action-packed moment, but things took a horrifying turn when he miscalculated his position and ended up trapped between the vehicles. His legs were crushed as the cars collided, leaving him in excruciating pain. Now, what's mind-blowing is that Jackie didn't let this nightmare stop him. Watching the scene, you can almost feel the impact and sheer agony he must have endured. But he powered through and completed the scene. In The Protector, Jackie was supposed to jump onto a speeding hovercraft. It was a simple stunt for someone of his caliber, but things did not go as planned. Jackie missed his target and he slipped onto the vehicle's exhaust. He was hanging onto scorching metal while the hovercraft kept going at high speeds. His hands burned from the intense heat, and it took him 25 minutes to pull himself up and get onto the hovercraft. Now, of course, they had to redo the shot, but now knowing this, if you go back and watch the final shot, you would never know he was fighting for survival just a few moments ago. The next incredible stunt that he did was in his 1991 film Armor of God 2. In the film's climax, Jackie swung from chains in an underground Nazi stronghold. But then something happened. Jackie lost his grip and fell with such force that he broke his sternum. This was such a critical injury that he couldn't continue shooting and the production had to be stopped. Now what's remarkable is how the final scene looks so flawless despite the incident. After recovery, Jackie did the exact same scene again and turned the stunt into one of the most memorable moments in the film. Accidents such as this happen too often on the sets. In fact, there was this one time when Jackie Chan almost went blind. During the filming of his 1978 movie Drunken Master, Jackie delivered one of his most iconic martial arts performances. But behind the epic fight scenes, there was a near-tragic incident that could have cost him his vision. During an intense sequence, Jackie's opponent accidentally landed a sharp blow near his eyebrow. The impact was so severe that it came dangerously close to blinding him. Think about that, losing an eye during a fight scene. This just proves how much risk Jackie was willing to take to create these unforgettable moments. Now, anytime someone mentions Drunken Master, remember how this was the film that almost blinded Jackie Chan. And then there was another that broke his ankle. To most people, breaking an ankle would mean bed rest and a long recovery, but Jackie Chan is just built different. While filming Rumble in the Bronx, Jackie had to jump onto a moving boat. This stunt required precision, balance, and nerves of steel. Unfortunately though, he lost his footing mid-air and landed awkwardly, and that's when he broke his ankle. Most actors would call it quits, but not Jackie. Instead of stepping back, he stepped into a custom-made protective boot that looked just like his regular footwear. Why? So he could keep filming, of course. If you watch the movie closely, there is a scene where his foot bends unnaturally. That's the exact moment it happened. So yeah, every stunt you have ever watched Jackie Chan perform is 100% real. No CGI, no stunt doubles, just Jackie risking his life and limb for the sake of authenticity. The shocking part is that most of those stunts almost killed him. From death-defying falls to literal fire disasters, this man has pushed the limits of what the human body can endure, all to give us iconic moments on screen. Now, let me ask you this. Which of Jackie's stunts is your favorite? Tell me in the comments down below. Which one of his stunts blew your mind the most? And while you're there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.